Hey everybody, I'm Sophia Parola with the Garden State Film Festival, and I have the pleasure of interviewing all these amazing people behind the making of the short film One Night Only. Everybody, thank you so much for joining me. It's so great to have such a big Zoom room.
Thank you for having us. This is the whole team. I'll quickly introduce myself. I'm Lili Bordan. I wrote the script, and I'm the director. But we wrote the story together with Mishi, and everybody chipped in an element to it. So Mishi, take it.
Thank you, Lili.
Hi. Yes, hi. My name is Mishi, and I play Bela Chukodi. Not Chukodi, yeah. Bela Chukodi, yes, in the One Night Only, and I helped create it with Lili, and it was fun, and also producing it, and it was a fun short to put it together. It was fun to do it.
Thank you. Esther, I see you next. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Esther Cepeli. I was the director of photography. Yes, and right now I'm in LA.
Oh, so nice. Thank you. Annie?
Hi, I'm Annie Hart. I contributed a song that was used in the film. Thank you for having me.
Oh, lovely. Whoever wants to go next, please jump in.
I think I'm the only one left.
No.
Is there anyone else?
Yeah, I mean, I
Yes, that's okay, but you go right
Sorry,
ahead.
I see you. Go ahead, Christian.
No, I mean, okay. So I'm a director, but I did the post-production basically, except the audio. I edited the film, I graded, and I'm very happy that I could be the part of it. And thank you for having me.
Thank you. And yes, please go right ahead.
Yeah, my name is Zoe Toros, and I was acting in the film, and it was a beautiful role that I was very fortunate to play and work with this amazing team.
Lovely. Thank you all so much for those beautiful introductions. And like everyone's just so great and friendly in here. So it's so wonderful. Lili, I'd love for you to jump us into this interview by giving everybody who's watching a little synopsis about One Night Only.
One Night Only is the story about two vagabonds, two outsiders living in New York City. One of them is an illegal immigrant cleaning houses under the table. Another one is a traveling actor traveling through New York City. They're long lost lovers from 25 years before, and they rekindle their relationship in one night and realize that some relationships are too special to ruin. Some loves are too special to ruin with a relationship.
Lovely. And how did you guys all create this story together? I would love to know the process of Lili, how you got everybody on board and really made this story come to life.
I've said this so many times. I'll just tell you really quickly because I've got it down, I think. So I was living in Brooklyn. Mihai had a show. He was traveling through the city, and Esther Cepeli and I had come off another project. So we decided to create something together. So it really took these three, we sort of kickstarted the whole thing. We wanted to work together. We were all in the same place together. We decided to shoot on the iPhone. At the time, it was the iPhone 11 and the Filmic Pro app. It was Esther's first time shooting with the iPhone, but she'll tell you all about that. We brought Zoe on board as our lead actress, and I had run into Annie Hart at the airport a couple of weeks before, trying to get to know her music, and I realized she's an incredible artist and a very accomplished musician as well. And we connected, and this song that she wrote, "Hard to Be Still," was in my head, and I just couldn't see Anne. We decided, we put the song under the film, and I realized that was the song of the film. And when I talked to Annie and her agents, and they agreed to give me the song for like a very symbolic nominal amount, I was just beyond excited and grateful. And it's really, the song, as you've heard, is just really what gets us into it and keeps us watching as the story unfolds.
Wow. That is so amazing how you all got brought on. I mean, Mihai, let me ask you am I saying your name correctly? How do I?
Perfect.
Okay,
Wow.
lovely. Tell me.
Wow, are you
how did
Hungarian?
I think I said two different pronunciations.
You pronounced it perfect.
Mihai?
Yes,
Yes.
perfect.
Well, I just copied what Lili did, honestly. But Mihai, how does it feel that when Lili approached you that she wanted you to be a part of this film? And I really would love to know, you guys were filming in New York. I'm guessing all of like the biker passing and you saying sorry, taking pictures of people, when you're talking to people on the subway, this was all just like in the moment, it wasn't planned. What was it like to be this character throughout New York?
I mean, for me, it was really easy because I was that actor who actually going to New York, and I almost slapped on the street if Christian didn't take me home. So it was like really it based on true story.
I took him home.
I mean, he gave me a place to stay, and that's how started generating the idea for the film. You know, because I was really when I went to the plane and do my show in New York, I didn't know where I'm gonna sleep in. So.
Oh, wow. That's an amazing story. I mean, Esther, what was the experience like for you filming Mihai all throughout New York? And this was your first time being DP? Was that what was said?
No,
First time being-
Esther is a very accomplished DP and from Hungary, but this was her first time shooting on an iPhone.
Oh, right. Yeah. What was
Yeah.
that experience like for you?
It was first of all, it was really easy since we were shooting guerrilla. So it was really liberating that we didn't have to deal with the big equipment, and basically I was my own crew. So in that way, it was really good. Obviously, on the other hand, I couldn't really do what I would normally do with a camera. I don't know which one it's basically we shot it if it was a documentary. So I don't know. I enjoy the lightness of it. I'm not sure if I want to do it again, but it was good as an experience and an experiment.
Wow. So
But
none of these shots were planned. You just kind of followed Mihai and the story went as you guys were filming?
Yeah, it was very Cassavet style, like like in shadows of New York. Yeah.
That's
That was the
amazing.
inspiration,
Zoe,
basically.
what was it like for you acting alongside Mihai and being a part of this film?
Well, I would say, we had a loose line of the story. So we knew where we wanted to start from and where we wanted to end up, but we had freedom, some level of freedom, how we getting there. So we had some dialogues written, but we had the room for improvisation, and I wanted to emphasize how much I enjoyed the preparation process with Lili. She put us through several days, amazing exercises where we were really focusing on the relationship, the relationship and our connection to our character. So it was really, really fantastic that I was able to trust myself into Lili's hand, and of course, working from Mishi, from his charismatic personality and beautiful character. I was really, it was amazing that we were kept in the truthful moments. So Lili was so keen on keeping us on track, to stay true and real, and she was taking away all the extra stuff with what a nervous actor would do, like all the extra stuff what we try to cover our nervousness or pain or vulnerability and stuff like that. And it was amazing to trust this process, and I even surprised myself several times, through the process, what came out of me. And I really enjoyed that working process, and I'm so proud of this film,
Wow, yes, absolutely. And what was it like directing Mihai and Zoe? I mean, especially it's in another language, of course. Did that present some kind of barriers, or how was that experience?
So I didn't even realize that we were shooting in a different language until the end of it, when I realized we had shot a foreign film in New York City, because we're all Hungarian. So it it was just the natural thing, it was the natural language of the story. And they were so ready and willing, and we were all, they were all working for free for the love of creating this story. Mishi told me, I think this is an important project for me, and I feel like it is some of his best work. And Zoe also surprised me. I just had a feeling about her, and she's so open and a positive person. And I think that they were both, I mean, everybody on the project was, at one point, we all slept in my apartment, our studio apartment, so that next morning we could get up at 4 a.m. and go to the East River and film. And we were locked out, and I was like, no, this isn't happening. We're going to find a way to get in to the park. And we did. And that was one of the most beautiful shots, I think, when Mishi wakes up on a bench and the
Yes,
river
you
is
see the
just,
skyline of the city. It's gorgeous.
and the seagulls and everything. And when we got that, I was like, oh man, we have something special here for sure. And we're working with this kind of energy, with this kind of positive energy.
Oh my God, it sounds like it's so much fun on set, and I could really like feel the love in this Zoom room. Annie, what was it like for you to have your song inside of this film? Did you make the song based off of what you saw, or the song was already made? Like, how did that process work?
Yeah, the song is actually a pre-existing song, and I was really happy to be part of this project because the film resonated so deeply with me. That feeling of love, that it's a true love, and it deals with this like former love in such a real way that I felt so connected to this film, even though I had never met any of these people before. I just felt so, it just like crossed all these cultural lines. I think it's a film for everyone who is a romantic at heart, and I felt really honored to have my song that is about my husband and like being in love to be part of this film.
Oh, that is
I
so
didn't know that.
lovely.
I didn't know that, Annie.
Yeah,
That's
Annie,
cool.
when did you make the song? When did you write it, and what instruments, like what went into the
Oh yeah,
making of the
well, I
song?
guess it's almost like a punk song or something. I don't know. I wrote it in my friend's apartment when he let me stay at his place when he was out of town, and he had like a little drum set and a beautiful bass, and I made this little like kind of punky song about how much I love my husband.
Oh my gosh, a true artist. That's so amazing. Oh, I love this. And Christian, tell me about your experience. So you dealt with a lot of post. How long did it take with the post production? What was it like, putting this film together?
Um, the post production, it's never that exciting, like being on the lot. So doing the shooting, but still, it is very interesting. When you putting the puzzles together and the story just start to leave. Certainly, first time the movie was just too long, as usually, so we really just had to take some part of the story out, but it's still, when it gets a little bit, less is more. So that's how it is work. That's how it works. And yeah, I totally understand Esther, because grading the iPhone, recordings are not that much of a fun. Like doing it, for example, with I don't know, RE or Red or proper cameras. But so that can be painful. But still, I think that we did a great job together with Lili. Lili was with me through the process, especially at the editing. And we had the fun. We had fun, actually, because just it is very interesting how what you can do with a story after you just recorded it, because you think that, oh man, I'm in huge trouble. We don't have everything what we need, or we have too much things. We just can't know what's and. But it just it's fun, just playing with the puzzles, and then the story just takes shapes, and it goes in another way than you expected, and it starts to live another life, and that is very interesting. So we enjoyed it very much.
Wow. And I mean, I would love just to hear a quick snippet from everyone. I gotta wrap us up soon, but I'd love to know what everyone's best part of this experience was for them. Lily, do you want to start us
I
off with this?
really,
Oh, Esther, yes.
no, I really enjoyed watching the almost finished film. It was already during pandemic, and yes, I think it was March or April when you guys sent it to me, and it was so refreshing, and it was such an experience. Like, oh, this is what we did. We made a film, because when we were doing it, it really sounded like a game or something. Like, it was fun doing it, but it didn't feel like work at all. And when I saw the final version, or like the first cut, it really touched me, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that, yeah, this is true. We had the same feelings with Lili. So, we just started to, we have this nice experiment. We are starting to, play with the material, and then it just started to, take a shape. It's something serious. We have something here. So it just became more than we expected through the process. So that was our, working together with Lili and experiencing this together with Lili. It was great. That was the
It was shocking
most...
for me because I wasn't expecting to, I didn't know what we had. We had the story in our heads, but when Christian showed me the first cut, I was like, oh my God, like this has a life of its own. And of course it does, because everybody brought everything they had to it. Esther was in town for a couple of days. She dedicated her whole time to this project. Mishi too. And it was just such a love and honest thing that it was imbued with this life of its own. And, I'm not praising it as my thing, because I sort of, it was the spark started when the three of us were in a room together. And then it's the greatest gift that I've ever gotten, was feeling like these group of amazing artists share a vision with me and create something better than I could have ever imagined on my own.
That's the beauty of art, the collaboration, right? That's gorgeous. And Mihai and Zoe, what was your best part of this experience?
Well, what
Zoe,
I wanted sorry, go ahead. You wanna go,
No,
Michi?
you go, Zoe.
Okay, just very briefly, just a one-liner that I'm so happy. I was so happy to tell a story about second chances. It's so normal for people to close off after a lot of losses we live through, because everyone has losses in life, and we tend to close up, and we might close ourselves down to future chances. And this story, I love that celebrating of being open to second chances and keep our hearts opened, no matter how much hardships we live through. I think for me that was very, very important, and a beautiful, beautiful gift, and a beautiful journey. So thank you so much, everyone, to be able to tell a story like that.
And for me, I think it's very interesting that all Hungarians who live in a different part of the world, and we came together in that city in that time, and we kind of collaborated this film together in New York in Hungarian, which was really amazing and beautiful, I think.
It absolutely is. And I love that it is a part of the Garden State Film Festival this year at the 20th anniversary. It's a beautiful addition to the lineup, and it's very different in itself. And you guys definitely did create something beautiful. Congratulations to everyone involved for this amazing film. Let me tell everyone watching how they can see the One Night Only. It will be playing virtually. You can get it virtually with our all virtual pass, or you can see it in person at the Garden State Film Festival. It will be playing at the Berkeley Hotel in the Continental Room, Saturday, March 26th in the film block 5:45 to 7:30 p.m. So definitely check it out. Thank you all for taking the time out to talk to me about the film, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.